So this is the Good Ride review of the Airblaster Beast jacket, courtesy of Evo. And last year the fit was off with these jackets. It's still a little on the tight kind of, like form-fitting side. There's some room for layering, but not a lot. But last year it was like, they had some problems with their manufacturer, and they made it just too narrow and too tight. So even me, being normally a large, couldn't fit in the XXL. So this year they got the specs done much better. And it's a jacket I love because it's a 3-layer jacket with good waterproofing and breathability at a reasonable level. And I've had Airblaster stuff before, and I've worn them for a season. And they do a good job at their waterproofing and breathability, so I can actually attest to that. When we're talking about construction, there are some little things that kind of like don't say this is premier, but for this price point, you're looking at very good construction, and it's kind of what you would expect. The stitching looks pretty good, the welding, kind of everything seems well put together, so that's not bad. When you're talking about hood compatibility, just hold the glasses. Forgot to wear my contacts. It's pretty tight. It's doable, but this is a medium Smith helmet that's very reduced. It's like one of the lowest, it's one of the least bubbly helmets. So it's almost not helmet compatible, but it is great for sealing up, going up the chair. And then when you go down the hill, if I can do this, I can check my 6 okay, but it catches. You can see it kind of catching right here. So it's not if you ride with your hood on, it's not the most ideal for, like really getting a good head turn. So that's a little bit of a bummer. I'd love to see a bigger hood for those that wear helmets like myself, and most of you should wear helmets out there. When we're talking about the gloves, these are Burton AK guide gloves that are kind of thick, kind of medium-ish gloves. And when this is open all the way, you have snaps and Velcro. Snaps seem a bit redundant, but that's okay. It kind of looks cool. And you can get it pretty tight too, and still kind of really get a nice seal over the glove. But for the most part, I just leave it here and kind of let it drop down, and it seems to fit well. Now, if you're somebody who likes to do the over-the-cuff kind of thing, you can get to about right here, and it's not bad, but there's some room. So it's not perfect when it comes to like putting it over the glove, putting the glove over. Now, in terms of pockets and features here, it's kind of interesting. This definitely leans to the more backcountry oriented rider, but I mean, still, it can serve as a resort jacket. It's just kind of different pocket wise. You just have two big, massive pockets. They don't go this way. They just go kind of like they start here and they go down to about here. So there is room for, like for most, especially if you're taller than myself, there's room for your backpack to wrap around here and buckle. And there's room in here. It's kind of like, it kind of is a meshy substance. It's like, it's not quite fleece and it's not quite your typical mesh. It's kind of an in-betweener. So it's not super warm, but it can double as a vent because it goes right through into your body. And then speaking of vents, you have really nice wide open pit zips. So if you do buy this jacket through Evo and I happen to have worn it, you're not going to smell my pits. And other than that though, the inside is really minimalist. There's a zipped powder skirt that's removable. It looks like there's a pass pocket here for those in-betweeners, and it's just a really nice, thin, 3-layer shell. My two gripes about this is, no real media pocket that I can find. It's just, just these two front pockets and that's it. And the helmet compatibility with the hood, the contour hood's great for sealing up, but it's just not that great for riding with it on. For a lot of people, that's not really a deal breaker though. But the media pocket could be. But at this price point, I think you're getting like 30K waterproofing, and what is it, 20K
breathability.
20K breathability. I can attest to some of the 1510 and 1515s from Airblaster that I've worn before for a whole season. They do their job, and this is a great 3-layer shell at an affordable price for those who do mountain but really need something well priced for the backcountry. There you have it. That's the Airblaster Beast.